Who holds the record for the most expensive transfer fee ever paid for a defender in football? If you're new here, subscribing, liking, and sharing my videos would be a huge help as I'm just starting out. It helps me reach more people and ensures you don't miss any new uploads. Please comment where you are, so I know where my content reaches. Thanks so much for your support. In the summer of 2022, Chelsea made headlines by securing the signing of Wesley Fafana from Leicester City for a massive £67.75 million. At just 21 years old, Fafana had already shown his incredible talent and composure in the Premier League, making him one of the most sought-after young defenders in Europe. Chelsea, looking to rebuild their defense after losing key players like Antonio Rudiger and Andreas Christensen, saw Fafana as a long-term solution. His speed, ball control, and aggressive yet intelligent defending made him a perfect fit for the high-intensity Premier League and the demanding expectations at Stamford Bridge. But Fafana's time at Chelsea hasn't been smooth sailing. Injury setbacks have significantly limited his appearances, frustrating fans and raising concerns about the hefty price tag. Despite this, whenever he's on the pitch, his quality is undeniable. His anticipation, confidence on the ball, and physical presence offer glimpses of why Chelsea were willing to invest so heavily in him. The club continues to be patient, believing he can become a cornerstone of their defense for years to come. It's a story of high expectations, early promise, and a journey still unfolding. If Wesley Fafana can stay fit and fulfill his potential, this transfer could still prove to be one of Chelsea's smartest moves in recent years. But for now, fans wait eagerly to see the true impact of a defender who was once called a future world-class star. In January 2018, Liverpool made a seismic decision. They paid £75 million, a world record fee for a defender, to sign Virgil van Dijk from Southampton. Critics scoffed at the price tag, calling it reckless. But within months, the Dutch colossus silenced every doubt, becoming the transformative force that propelled Liverpool from nearly men to legends. Before Van Dijk's arrival, Liverpool's defense was a puzzle Jurgen Klopp couldn't solve. They leaked goals from set pieces, crumbled under pressure, and lacked a leader to marshal the backline. Van Dijk changed all of that overnight. At 6 feet 4 inches, he combined the physicality of a titan with the elegance of a midfielder. His timing in tackles was surgical, his aerial dominance absolute. But his greatest gift was his mind. He read the game like a chess master, snuffing out attacks before they materialized. Teammates called him a one-man defense, but his impact went deeper. He organized the backline, barking orders at Alexander-Arnold and Robertson, turning their attacking flair into a balanced system. The 2018-19 season became his masterpiece. Liverpool conceded just 22 Premier League goals, the fewest in Europe's top leagues. Van Dijk's calmness under pressure was contagious. In the Champions League semi-final against Barcelona, with Liverpool trailing 3-0 from the first leg, he anchored a historic 4-0 comeback at Anfield. His duel with Lionel Messi that night, a masterclass in positioning and composure, symbolized his rise to the pinnacle of the game. Weeks later, he lifted the Champions League trophy in Madrid, named man of the match in the final. But the crowning moment came in 2020. Liverpool, fueled by Van Dijk's relentless consistency, stormed to their first Premier League title in 30 years. They amassed 99 points, with Van Dijk playing every minute of the campaign. His mere presence altered opponents' tactics. Teams avoided his side of the pitch entirely. He became the first defender in Premier League history to win PFA Player of the Year without scoring a goal, a testament to his intangible influence. Beyond statistics, Van Dijk redefined Liverpool's mentality. He embodied Klopp's "mentality monsters" mantra, turning doubt into belief. His arrival marked a shift in football's economics, too. Suddenly, elite defenders were valued like strikers. Injuries later slowed his momentum, but his legacy was cemented. Virgil van Dijk wasn't just a signing. He was the final piece of a dynasty, proof that a single player could elevate an entire club's DNA. From a shaky defense to European royalty, his story remains a blueprint for how greatness, when strategically invested in, can rewrite history. In July 2019, Dutch centre-back Matthijs de Ligt became one of the most expensive defenders in history when Juventus signed him from Ajax for £72 million. This move capped a meteoric rise for the teenager, who had just captained Ajax to a stunning Champions League semi-final run, defeating giants like Real Madrid and Juventus along the way. De Ligt's composure, aerial dominance, and leadership at just 19 years old made him a generational prospect, with Barcelona, PSG, and Manchester United all vying for his signature. Juventus ultimately won the race, viewing him as the long-term heir to their aging defensive icons, Giorgio Chiellini and Leonardo Bonucci. The fee reflected not just his talent but also Ajax's resurgence as a European powerhouse, having developed stars like Frenkie de Jong in the same era. However, De Ligt's Serie A journey was mixed. While he delivered standout performances, like his decisive goal in the 2020 Supercoppa Italiana, he also faced criticism for inconsistency, particularly in adapting to Italy's tactically demanding style. Mistakes under high-pressure situations and struggles with the physicality of Serie A strikers raised questions about whether the price tag weighed heavily on him. Despite these challenges, De Ligt's potential remained undeniable. He won 2 Serie A titles with Juventus and grew into a more polished defender, though the club's broader struggles in Europe led to his eventual €67 million departure to Bayern Munich in 2022. Today, his Juventus stint is August 2019. Manchester United signed centre-back Harry Maguire from Leicester City for £73.3 million, making him the world's most expensive defender at the time. The transfer capped Maguire's rapid rise from Sheffield United's youth academy to Premier League stardom, bolstered by his dominant performances at Leicester and for England during their 2018 World Cup semi-final run. United, seeking defensive stability and leadership, appointed him captain within 6 months. While Maguire initially solidified United's backline, helping them secure consecutive top 4 finishes and a Europa League final appearance, his tenure has been ace, and the weight of his price tag intensified during poor team form, leading to his temporary loss of captaincy in 2023. Despite this, Maguire remains a key squad player and a symbol of the modern era's inflated transfer market, sparking debates about value for money in elite football. When Manchester City signed Joško Gvardiol from RB Leipzig in 2023 for a staggering £77.6 million, many eyebrows were raised, but Pep Guardiola knew exactly what he was getting. At just 21 years old, Gvardiol had already shown maturity beyond his years with standout performances for both club and country, especially during the 2022 World Cup where he was arguably Croatia's best defender. Known for his aggressive tackling, excellent ball control, and left-footed versatility, Gvardiol fit perfectly into City's tactical setup, seamlessly slotting into their backline and even being used as an inverted left back, a role that added another layer to Guardiola's fluid system. Though the price tag was hefty, Manchester City weren't just buying a centre-back, they were investing in a long-term pillar of their defence. With a mix of youth, confidence, and elite-level experience, Gvardiol didn't take long to prove he could handle the pressure. His ability to play out from the back, combined with his fearless mentality, made him one of the most exciting defensive signings of the modern era. And in a team already overflowing with talent, Gvardiol's presence brought more balance, more control, and ultimately, more trophies. It wasn't just a transfer, it was a message. Manchester City weren't just building a squad, they were building a dynasty.